Hey there. So you're looking for a dog trainer here in Hanover, Pennsylvania. Let's walk through everything you need to know to find the perfect fit for you and your four-legged friend. Just picture it for a second. You're grabbing coffee on Carlisle Street, or maybe just enjoying a nice walk through Center Square on a sunny afternoon.
Now, think about how much better the simple moments would be if you had a calm, happy dog right there with you. That's really what good training is all about.
All right, here's our plan. First, we'll talk about what training for life in Hanover really looks like. Then, we'll get into finding the right trainer for you, how to feel confident in your choice, and finally, some great local spots to practice all those new skills. So, let's start with training for Hanover life. This is all about preparing your dog for the world right outside your front door. You know, good training isn't just about fancy tricks. It's about having skills for the real world. Things like your dog walking nicely on Main Street without pulling your arm off, or being able to sit quietly by your table at a coffee shop, or how about polite greetings with neighbors? No jumping. And, of course, that all-important skill of coming back when you call them at the park. Okay, next up, finding your training match. Let's look at the different methods, what those letters after a trainer's name mean, and the types of training available. The big one you'll want to look for is a philosophy called positive reinforcement. Basically, it means using rewards, whether it's treats, praise, or a favorite toy, to encourage the behaviors you want. It's a really effective way to train because it builds trust and makes learning fun and low stress for your dog. So how do you know if a trainer is the real deal? Well, these certifications are a pretty good indicator. For general manners, a CPDT-KA is great. That KA means knowledge assessed. Even better is CPDT-KSA, where the KSA means they've been tested on knowledge and skills. But hey, if you're dealing with more serious stuff like anxiety or aggression, you'll want to look for a specialist with certifications from places like the IAABC or CBCC. Now, you'll probably have two main options, in-home training or group classes. In-home is awesome for tackling problems that happen at home, like barking at the mailman or going wild when the doorbell rings. Group classes, on the other hand, are fantastic for practicing around other dogs and people, perfect for getting your pup ready for busy public places. All right, part 3, making a confident choice. This is where we get into the nuts and bolts of actually hiring someone. And let's be real, a big part of that decision comes down to budget. So what's the investment for dog training look like right here in Hanover? Here's a quick look at some average costs to give you an idea. Group classes are usually the most budget-friendly starting point. A private lesson will cost a bit more per session. And then for more personalized help, in-home packages are a common option. This should give you a pretty good ballpark for planning. When you're ready to talk to a trainer, it's good to have a few questions handy. You'll definitely want to ask about their methods and credentials, but also get specific. Ask them, how are you going to help me reach my goals for my dog here in Hanover? And always, always confirm the total cost up front and see if you can have a quick chat on the phone first. You want to make sure it's a good personality fit too. And finally, the fun part, practicing around town, because once you learn these new skills, you've got to take them on the road. Luckily, we have some fantastic places to work on those on-leash skills. Cadora State Park has plenty of trails and space. The Hanover Trolley Trail is perfect for practicing focus when there are bikes and joggers passing by. And of course, the downtown sidewalks are the ultimate test for polite walking in a busier setting. When you both feel ready for it, you could check out some of the nearby off-leash dog parks, like Canine Meadows over in York. They're great for socialization. But just remember, and this is a big one, your dog needs to have a rock-solid recall before you even think about unclipping that leash. And just a quick local tip, remember that here in York County, dogs need to be licensed and stay on leash in all public areas. The only exception is in those specially designated dog parks. It's all part of being a good neighbor and responsible owner. At the end of the day, putting in the effort with training is about so much more than just a dog that listens. It's about having calmer, more enjoyable walks. It's about having happier neighbors. And it's really about having a fantastic companion to share your life with here in Hanover. I wish you the best of luck on your training journey.